Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make reusable water balloons out of blanket yarn. I think this is loops and thread. You can get this at Michael's. I just use any blanket yarn. It doesn't really matter the brand. But this specific brand is really hard to do a magic circle in my opinion, so I'm going to do the 3-chain method. So you just make your slip knot. And then you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to treat this first chain like your circle. And I'm going to do 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is probably not going to close wonderfully, if at all, but it's fine. Okay, so then I'm going to single crochet onto the first stitch. So now that was the first stitch of our second round. I'm going to put my stitch marker in. And we're going to double that. So we're going to put 2 single crochets into every stitch. This is a great project for scraps or like a little gift for a birthday party, or even just to make. I just make these out of my scraps all the time for my kids. Then I don't have to pick up water balloon pieces and all that jazz, buy balloons all the time. And they're washable too. I probably wouldn't put them in the dryer. I would just lay them flat to dry, but yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna keep doing that. We're gonna slowly increase. So now we're just going to do 1 single crochet and then 2, because we still want to increase, but not as much. So we're gonna increase by 50%. Maybe. Oh, I can't count. Oh my goodness. Okay. So 1, and 2. 1, come on. 1 and 2. I'm using a size 6.5 hook. You could probably even use a 5.5 if you wanted to. But the smaller the hook, the more it hurts my wrist. So I just use this size hook. I don't even know what hook size you're supposed to use. It'll say it on the package of the yarn. Okay, now I'm going to go... You know what? I think we're just going to go single crochet around, because that is a decent size. So we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And we're going to do that for a few rows. So I'm going to do that off camera and then come back. So probably should pause here and I'll see you back. Okay, I did 3 rounds. I can't even talk. Okay, I did 3 rounds of single crochet all the way around. So now we want to start making it smaller. So I'm going to do 2 single crochet and visible decrease. So you're going to go in your first loop, your front loop, and then you're going to go in the front loop of the next one, and you're going to treat them like 1. So you're going to pull through and then pull through. 1, 2. Okay, so here's your decrease. So in the front, come on, in the front, hook your yarn, pull through both of those to make it one, and then pull your yarn again. 1, 2, front loop, hook your yarn, pull through, hook your yarn, pull through 2. 1, 2, front loop, pull through. And if it doesn't end on an even like sequence, it's not the end of the world. Ideally it should, but for the sake of this quick little pattern, it doesn't have to. Okay, next round we're going to decrease again. So we're going to go 1 and then a decrease, and then 1 and then a decrease. So we did our 1. Now we're going to do a decrease. Of course, as soon as the church stops ringing, the church bell, then all the dogs in my neighborhood are just losing their minds. If you guys have any suggestions for like free or low cost apps to edit videos, let me know. I'm super new to all this, so looking for feedback, suggestions. It's hard to crochet and then watch myself on the camera crochet. It feels weird. So sorry if I'm not catching the shot every time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go into that first stitch just because I want to decrease since last time it was wonky. Okay. So, let's see. Is it giving water balloon? I'm going to say let's decrease one more time. I have a written pattern for this. Do you think I could find it? Absolutely not. Definitely not. Because I made them a lot last summer. And, oh, I meant to do this as a single crochet. I'm just going to go every other one decrease because I don't want it to like be super tiny. But I do want it to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to go every other one again. Yeah, we recently just moved from Montana, Billings, Montana, back to my hometown, which is a small little town in Amish land, basically. And it was a crazy move. I have 4 small kids. It was crazy. Okay, I don't know why I took that out, but it's fine. I don't think that's the right stitch, but it doesn't matter because we're almost done. So now it should be looking something like this. If it remotely resembles this, that's fine. Again, this is just like a for fun pattern. No one's judging your water balloon, okay? Well, you guys are judging mine, but it's fine. Okay, so now we want it to have that little like burp at the end. Like how a balloon has that little like triangle at the end, you know what I'm saying? So to do that, we're going to just put 2 single crochets in every stitch. See, this pattern was easy because it's the same stitch. You're just changing the amount, and where you're changing the amount determines the shape of it. Now, I will say something that we learned whenever I started making these. If you don't wring them out pretty good, they're going to hurt. So, I mean, unless that's your goal, like if it's like a grown-up water balloon fight, totally like live your life. But just be aware that I definitely had to remind my kids to really wring them out. And, you know, we would kind of just like prep them beforehand so they could go crazy. But they were already like prepped, if that makes sense. Like they were already squeezed out really well so that no one was getting hurt. Okay, so then you're going to finish off. And I just like to weave my tail in, which is just the bane of my existence after every project. I don't know why, it's really easy. I guess it's like, oh, you finished, but now you have this one super tedious little thing to do. Okay, and I'm just gonna cut that. If you wanted to like weave something in there to close that up, you can. When my kids are not using these as water balloons, they use them as little pouches. I don't know. They're just like a very versatile toy. So this is basically what it is. This is really soft. And then I just submerge it in the water. And I mean, it's got some weight to it. It's blanket yarn, man. And I just got my phone all wet. Awesome. So, and then it's just a water balloon. I don't have anyone to throw it at, but yeah. So it holds water. See, you can still, you're still getting water out of it. Or if you just leave, like that's gonna be a pretty heavy splat on somebody. Yeah, play around with it. The loops and thread, burnette blanket, any chunky blanket yarn, any plush yarn, that's what I would use. I would not use worsted weight just because that would just be so annoying to make a balloon. This only took less than 10 minutes to make one of these, and I don't know how many I have now. I have a lot because I just randomly make them with scraps. But yeah, so when you want to wash them, if they get like muddy or something, you can just wash them in the dryer, because that made sense. This is what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. You wash them in the washer, normal cycle or whatever. I just throw them in with whatever, pretty much. You could probably throw them in with towels, I guess, if you want to be proper. And then just lay them flat to dry. I'll probably just leave this out here on my porch to dry. That's what I did with the last ones. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And thanks for watching.